Okay, so if you want to make your own image into a 3x3 set of tiles that you can use for the puzzle, you could either just use your own photo editor, which is pretty easy, or if you don't know how to use a photo editor, there's a website which I found with about 3 seconds worth of searching, IMG Online. So if you go here and scroll down a bit, you can choose whatever file you want from your computer, and it'll just open a dialog like this. So I'm going to choose Fractal Cupcake. We want it to be a width of 3 parts and a height of 3 parts because it's a 3x3 grid. And then let's leave the rest of this the way it is, and the output can be JPEG, that's fine, or if you want PNG, either way is okay. And you click OK, and when it's done, you could either download all the pictures in a zip file, which you'd then have to unzip, or here I'm going to open them all in their own tabs. You can open each of these individually, and you see they're the different parts of the image, and then you can just save each image yourself if you want. Okay, so let's pretend that you've done that much. The next thing you need to do is get those images inside your game. So you might notice here on the left there's an assets folder, and there's already 2 images in the assets folder from Turn Out the Lights. You need to copy all of your images into this assets folder. Probably the easiest way to do that is to find all the images in your downloads folder, wherever they went. You can select all of them, hit Control-C or Command-C on a Mac to copy, and then select this and hit Control-V or Command-V on a Mac to paste. And you can see that we're just pasting them all. This is, my version control is wondering, do I want to remember that I put these here? And the answer is I don't care. Yours probably won't display that. Okay, so once you see all the images here inside assets, that means that all your images are there. And you can actually see them if you want by double-clicking on them. So how do we actually use these images in our display? If you go to Run Graphical Game, here up at the top in Setup, this is where I actually create my game board. And my game board is going to be 3x3, because I want a 3x3 puzzle. And for you, so hold on. So for you, it looks like this right now. We're using the set color command to determine how different numbers in the grid appear in the display. So if you have a number 1 anywhere in your grid, it's going to appear as this green color. And if you have a number 2 anywhere in the grid, that displays as a red color. Comment those out. And then uncomment the lines underneath. Yours won't look exactly like this, because yours, I think, are displaying the on and the off pictures. But it works similarly. The set image command works similarly to set color. You tell it the number in the grid, and then you give it the file name for the image you want to display whenever you have that number in the grid. So instead of colors for each number, we're displaying an image for each number. Your images always need to start with the word assets because they're all inside the assets folder, and then a /. But then after that, you put the name of whichever file you want. So here I've got image part 001.jpg and image 002.jpg. So I've got 9 parts. I'm actually only going to display 8 of them because I'm going to leave one of them out because otherwise there's nowhere to slide your tiles. But you'll want 8 different statements here with the different numbers that they'll display as. So now inside game board here at the top, let's just show that this works by starting out with a couple of numbers. So here in the upper left-hand corner, I'm going to put the number 1, and then right next to it, the number 2, and then right next to it, the number 3. So in the top row, I've got the numbers 1, 2, and 3. And then when I run it, you can see that I've got those images, 1, 2, and 3, displaying in those locations. That's it. I hope that's helpful.